Welcome to Mysterium Philosophicum, where ancient wisdom meets the modern mind. Today, we uncover the hidden Stoic secret to becoming truly unshakable. This isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming cold. It's about mastering the art of inner resilience that the great Stoics never openly shared. Prepare to challenge everything you thought you knew about strength and stability. Let's dive deep into the philosophy that can transform your life forever. The Stoics' secret to becoming unshakable, what they never told you. There is a secret that the ancient masters knew, a truth so profound that it has been whispered through the corridors of time, from the marble halls of Rome to the quiet chambers of the human heart. It is the secret of becoming unshakable, not unfeeling, not cold, not distant, unshakable. Picture this: you stand at the edge of a great storm. The winds howl with the fury of 1,000 demons. Lightning tears the sky apart. The rain falls like the tears of heaven itself. Around you, others flee. They scream, they stumble, they fall to their knees, broken by the tempest. But you remain, not because you cannot feel the storm, not because you are made of stone, but because you have discovered something that most will never understand. You have learned to find the eye of the hurricane within yourself. This is what they never told you about Stoicism. This is the secret that has been hidden beneath centuries of misunderstanding, buried under the debris of shallow interpretations and surface-level wisdom. The ancients did not seek to become emotionless. They sought to become untouchable by the chaos of existence itself. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, who ruled the greatest empire the world had ever known, faced plagues, wars, betrayals, and the constant threat of death. Yet in his private journals, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Do you understand what he was telling us? He was revealing the location of the fortress that cannot be breached, the sanctuary that cannot be destroyed, the one place in all of existence where you are absolutely sovereign, your mind. But here is where most fail. They think this means suppressing emotion. They think it means building walls. They think it means becoming cold, distant, indifferent to the world. They are wrong. The Stoic secret is not about feeling less. It is about being moved less. It is about finding the still point within the turning world, the place where you can observe the storm without being consumed by it. Seneca, who faced exile, loss, and ultimately death by his own hand, understood this deeply. He wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." But more than that, he taught us that our suffering comes not from what happens to us, but from our resistance to what happens to us. The tree that bends in the wind survives the hurricane. The tree that stands rigid breaks. This is the first secret. Acceptance is not surrender. It is recognition. When you truly understand that you cannot control the wind, you stop fighting it. You learn to dance with it. You discover that your power lies not in controlling the storm, but in choosing how you respond to it. But there is more. There is a second secret, one that cuts even deeper into the heart of human existence. Epictetus, born a slave yet freer than any king, revealed this truth. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. But he meant something far more profound than positive thinking or emotional management. He was pointing to the fundamental nature of reality itself. You see, everything that disturbs your peace exists only in your interpretation of it. The event itself is neutral. Your boss's criticism, your partner's betrayal, your body's illness, your loved one's death, these are simply facts. They become sources of suffering only when you attach stories to them, only when you insist that reality should be different than it is. The Stoic masters discovered that freedom is not the absence of constraints, but the recognition that you are always free to choose your response. Always. Even in the darkest dungeon, even in the face of death itself, this one freedom remains untouchable. This is why they were unshakable, not because nothing could hurt them, but because they had found the place within themselves that pain cannot reach. The third secret is perhaps the most beautiful of all. Amor Fati, love of fate. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate associates you." But this is not passive resignation. This is active embrace. This is the recognition that your life, with all its pain and beauty, its losses and victories, its darkness and light, is exactly as it should be. Not because everything happens for a reason, not because there is some grand plan, but because this is what is. And what is the only canvas upon which you can paint your masterpiece. When you truly love your fate, when you embrace the totality of your existence, something extraordinary happens. You stop fighting reality. You stop wasting energy on resentment, regret, and resistance. You become like water, fluid, adaptable, powerful in its yielding. This is the fourth secret, the paradox of strength through surrender. Seneca wrote, "The mind that is not baffled is not employed." He understood that our greatest growth comes not from comfort, but from chaos. Not from ease, but from adversity. The storm is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Every loss reveals what cannot be lost. Every betrayal shows you who you truly are. Every moment of suffering polishes the diamond of your consciousness until it shines with unbreakable clarity. The Stoics knew something that modern psychology is only beginning to understand. We are not victims of our circumstances. We are not prisoners of our past. We are not hostages to our emotions. We are the authors of our own experience. But here is the final secret, the one that transforms everything. This is not about becoming invulnerable. It is about becoming whole. The unshakable person is not one who never falls. They are one who falls and rises, until falling becomes simply another form of dancing. They do not fear pain because they have learned that pain is temporary, but the growth it brings is permanent. They do not fear loss because they have discovered that what can be lost was never truly theirs to begin with. They have found the thing that cannot be taken, their essential nature, their capacity to choose, their ability to love even in the face of suffering. Epictetus, reflecting on his own journey from slavery to freedom, said, "No one can hurt you without your permission." This is not victim blaming. This is recognition of your ultimate sovereignty over your inner world. The path to becoming unshakable is not about building armor. It is about discovering that you are already invulnerable at your core. It is about recognizing that the part of you that observes your thoughts, your emotions, your experiences, that witness consciousness is already free. It always has been. It always will be. This is the Stoic secret. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your circumstances. You are the awareness that experiences them all. And awareness cannot be broken. So the next time the storm comes, and it will come, remember this. You are not the waves. You are not the wind. You are not even the boat tossed upon the waters. You are the vast ocean itself, eternal and unshakable, embracing all storms with infinite patience and love. This is what they never told you about Stoicism. This is the secret that makes you unshakable, not because you cannot be moved, but because you have found the place that cannot be shaken, the place that is you. And now, if something within you has stirred, if a quiet voice whispered, "Yes, this is the strength I've been searching for," then do not let that flame go out. Subscribe to Mysterium Philosophicum, because here we do not chase comfort. We seek truth, even when it hurts, especially when it hurts. And remember, not all eyes that are open are truly seeing. You were never meant to be invincible. You were meant to be unshakable. And in the eye of the storm, you are not alone.